Hello, 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 gamers. Welcome to Run It Back. We are trying to right the ship this week, as all last week we went 2-1. We went 2-1 every draft last week, which is a reasonable win rate, but not really something we want to be doing as common. We'd like some trophies in there. And as we open up Pack 1, Pick 1, I'm seeing a couple of things that are exciting. We've seen Ultros, we've seen Ice Magic, we've seen a White Aura Sight, and also a Sorceress's Schemes and an Undercity Dirat. Very playable cards. Happy to see those as well. Originally, this one was not something I would have guessed, but just being able to buy back your powerful cards has been very, very good. I don't think Go-Go is particularly good, but I've never actually played it. We just ended up opening up all 4 copies that we have. So the difference here, we're looking at either an Ultros or an Ice Magic. We're always playing like 10 copies, but we definitely want to have the first copy of Ultros. So I think I'm going to take the first copy of Ultros over the first copy of Ice Magic, especially considering that Ultros is an uncommon. Shiva's incredible. Syncopate's good. Blazing Bomb's good. Sid is great. White Aura Sight, great again. Tough to, like, take one of these and pass the other after we just passed a White Aura Sight and an Ice Magic. And Shiva's a very good card, plays with the Ultras as it is. I mean, in theory, this means that we're going to be moving into red, blue, and that would play really well with this Retrieve the Esper. However, Vanilla is also a very incredible card, and we could pretty easily splash into Sultai. Starting Town, really good at splashing. Bartz and Boko is a very good card in the right deck, but I don't know if it's good with this start. So I think we're going to take the good value card in Vanilla, at least as of right now. Or do I just want this Retrieve the Esper? Oh, tough decisions early on in the draft. Tough decisions early on. I'm going to take this Vanilla and see what happens. Side quest, Hunt the Mark is a bomb. And maybe we just move into... Well, here's a Shantoto. Realm Sketching, I think, is good in the later game. I think there's a lot of things that you can end up picking up. Copy target artifact, creature, or land. Particularly like another summon works well. We do have 2 legends right now, so that's not the best choice. But we're going to take this Realm Sketching. Torgal is a good way to get up where we're going. Plus, we've got a bunch of legends now, if and when that matters. So we'll scoop up this Torgal. A couple of 2-drops, which is good. Notably, Realm Sketching and Side Quest both trigger off the Ultros. And so even if we're not doing something super like red, blue, whatever, I think it's probably going to be fine. Earth Crystal plays with Torgal and other stuff we'd have to get. Otherwise, we could take like this to go into towns. Or Resentful Revelation is a fine card. Suplex plays well, but not great on the splash. I think I'm going to skip the Earth Crystal, and I'm going to go with Baron as to get into towns. Because if we're like blue-green, and we're going to splash a little black for hopefully like a... What's the other one? Fear? Fang. Fearless. Let's see. Balam T-Rex is great. Suplex also good. We're going to take the T-Rex. Almost assuredly we're going to need green sources to get to where we're going. Yeah. Kind of go from there. Let's take a look. What else would we want out of... Oh, this is our wheel. We've got the Undercity Dirat. Yeah, that's a fine card. I don't think we're playing Cactar. Just going full Sultai at the moment. Ultimecia, probably the best card for us. Splashing Black. Fang, also very good for the Vanilla. And then notably, we have a bunch of threats. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threats. One that's got value. A 2-drop early on. Realm Sketching. We're going to need something that removes. We've got 1 5-drop removal spell, but particularly in black, we're going to need some more. Also would take some Choco Kicks. World Map, I think, is fine. Ideally, we don't have to play it because our fixing is good enough, but it's a good card. We can play that. Sure. Instant Ramen. Sin would also be another really good bomb for us to be picking up into Sultai colors. Squall is good. Circle of Power also good. Kikrin Merchant also good. I think that Squall I think might be good enough for us to consider on the splash, particularly because we already have a Torgal, an Undercity Diorite, and a side quest to get us there. Like two, I think probably two different white sources. Oh yeah, and then this thing comes through. But Fang is here as well, and an Ultimecia. Holy cow! Well, I don't think that we necessarily need to be on the Wanderer right away, and I also think that we may see another Fang, but Ultimecia is going to be tougher to see, so I want this one. I think it's more impactful on its own. I'm happy to play vanilla on as it is. I don't think we need to like just bum rush into the meld. And even if you do melt, it's good. It is likely game winning, but not always. And so just like having good cards when Fang is likely going to be not good on its own is going to be better. I think we can pick up either another Fang or maybe that Fang on the wheel. Oh yeah, Ancient Adamantoise is a great top end. This is incredible. Pick that thing up. Another Torgal is going to be a good choice. I know there's Summon Shiva. If you thought that maybe, having one too many, two Torgals is too many, we could take this Gubu Gardener, but I don't think that's the case. And having the let's go Sephiroth. Having the multicolor option is also going to be good. Let's take Sephiroth Intervention. We're a bunch of 2s and 4s. No 3s. Black green is going to be a good choice. Let's take that. I'm hoping that either that Wandering Emperor or not Wandering Emperor, the Wandering Minstrel, or our Fang come back to us. I feel like there's not going to be too many people who want both of those things. Tifa's Limit Break is great. Prisha's Wandering probably going to be a good choice here as well. I don't think we're going to need the Tifa's Limit Break. Let's take this Prisha's Wandering and hopefully get like a white, black or something like that dual land. Another Ultimecia, get in here. That's great. Card's incredible. Just, filling up the graveyard, surveilling away stuff you don't need, just in general, the exact sort of thing that you want. Thief's Knife's okay. I think I'm more into Kikrin Merchant, just because hopefully we're picking up more towns. And we're back on the wheel. Now, I thought that this Ultimecia and Fang pick was like a third, so it might not get it till pick 11. But Resentful Revelation is a fine filler card. Very reasonable. Jumbo Cactar. I don't think we need that because we also have all these other big things, and there's a dual land that's like right here. I think that means that we've missed our dual our 2 wheels, but ending the pack with 4 towns is probably good. Brainstorm, I don't think we're playing that, so let's pitch it. Dun, dun, dun. Take our last card. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this. Now we've got 1, 2, 3 white sources early, plus Undercity Diorite. And now this thing. Man, Lightning is good enough as well. And we've got a Baron Airship Kingdom, which is like the same thing. Torgal, Prisha's Wandering, Undercity Diorite, side quest. Like, those all track. So I'm going to snag this. We're just going to play huge bombs. Want to make sure we get our removal spells. So I think we'll take a Vane's Treachery over a Thunder Magic. This is likely only good enough for these sorts of things, right? We just kind of played this stuff. Are going to want to prioritize. I think a Fang is something we'll prioritize. I also think if there's any sort of 5-color land, whether it's Starting Town or Crossroads, like that's something that we'll prioritize early on as well. Starting Town, I think, would be pretty incredible. And I think we actually passed one in this draft, but, you know. Say that'd be a second Squall, Event Horizon, or Reach the Horizon. Do I want a second Squall? Is a good question. I don't think so. I think I'd rather either have Lock Coal or Insomnia. And I think Lock Coal is probably good enough. So I'm going to take this. We're not going to wheel the Squall, but I'm hoping we can wheel either the Reach the Horizon or the Insomnia with even the Fight On as a good possible option. Oh, yeah, Crossroads Village, huh? We just talked about how that's something we want. That's going to be great. And so now, particularly if we get to Reach the Horizon, we can make sure that we grab something like, you know, if we need to do Lightning, I can get these 2 lands. If we need to do Squall, these same 2 lands. They all kind of work. Final Days. How many creature cards do we have? We've got 14 creature cards. All right, good enough. Get in here. Still going to need a couple more playables. World map certainly can be. Oh, do we have another? Yeah, we have another blue-white land, so let's get that in here. Oh, man. Blitzball, I guess, or a second Final Days? I don't think we're playing this. I don't think we're playing that. Could play a Thief's Knife, I guess. Let's just take this other Final Days. Even if they get milled over, like these are good things to be looting away with Lock Coal or milling over with Ultimecia. And looks like Fang is not coming around. It was our one option that we're not gonna see, it looks like. Instant Ramen, Gigantode. I think a Gigantode's fine. A playable card. Ideally, we'd have something to replace this, like not that one. Replace this one, like a removal spell or something, but, you know, it's fine. I also just realized that Final Days play well with the Ultras, having that, and Resentful Revelation. Like, this is just a good card to have in here. Yo! Oh my gosh, the very last card that we could possibly have gotten, we get our Fang that we want. Let's go. That's incredible. Thanks, Pod. God, I'm hoping we get to meld it now, and that's going to end up being the thing that we need. We're not playing any of these cards, so. Just scoop that thing up. Triple Triad, I suppose. Take our 20 gems. How many humans do we have? I feel like we've got quite a few. 7 humans. Ultimecia, Squall, Lightning, Lock Coal, Fang, and Vanille. And then... Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's at least one more. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this human? No, that's an elemental. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know where our last one, our 7th one is, but Torgal, a fine hound, should be putting some counters on lots of different things. All right, ship it, let her rip it. We've got lots of blue sources in the dual lands, and so this is quite a few. We don't really need actually that much green until later, so I'm fine with playing just the 4 forests plus the dual lands. All right, round 1. Let's see if we can do enough in order to get the full 3-0 this week. Playing first. This is great. Play land, play Torgal. I mean, we can just play Final Days this turn if we want. And now that I see that, we might want to just do that. Yeah, it's fine. Just play this thing. Hopefully we draw a land. An untapped land, so we can just slam like an Ultimecia. But even if not, I think we'll be okay. Another Dwarven Castle Guard, sure. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna put in 1 zombie, and if they want to like double block, we just trade it off. If they don't want to double block, then we do this. Go get a red source. Now we've got all 5 colors. Counter here, eat the thing. Yep, absolutely. yacht. Yeah, you got another fine hound, sure. Question is whether we just want to side quest this thing or whether we just play our Ultimecia. And I think we're going to play Ultimecia, so we're going to attack with these two things. If they want to trade off their Dwarven Castle Guard for our 2/2, that's fine. They just got blown out, so there's a thought that they might not want to do that, but this is just fine. We'll play our Ultimecia now. It gets a +1/+1 counter from Torgal, which is incredible. We're going to Surveil 2. And do I want a realm sketching? That's a good question. Probably. I think I was going to say being able to copy this thing would be great, but we can't do that, so I don't know. Slash of Light killing off Torgal is fine. This just means we go like Torgal, Keeker, and Merchant this next turn. Also, already 4 cards in the graveyard. We need to exile 8. Overkill, killing off Ultimecia is fine. We take 4. Still fine. Gonna play our Torgal into a Keeker and Merchant. And I'm down to attack here. I think this means we'll probably just play our Keeker and Merchant, like block onto the yacht, and then Torgal looks like he might not make it through, but that's okay. G'rahatia, sure. So we could just go like Ultros and then Realm Sketching. Lock down something. Make a copy of G'rahatia maybe. Or we can just side quest their G'rahatia. I think I'm fine with that. Take this. Attack here. Yep, I'm going down to 11. Make a treasure. Paladin's Arm, sure. Ah, yes, they get to loot because of Yacht, and that loots away planes. Smart. That's good. Can't equip this. It's going to be 4 to equip. They have like a Thunder Magic or something for this Torgal. A Suplex, sure. Still doesn't really leave them with any decent attacks. Very happy to trade off this horror token. I thought it was a zombie. It's a horror. Very happy to trade that off because it's going to end up giving us a side quest. And so I think I'm going to just Final Days, make some more horrors. We get treasure here. They're going to spend their entire turn to deal us 6. That's fine. And then I think we're just going to loot away something. Maybe it's an Ultros. See what happens. Balam T-Rex. I think we get in for 4. And if they want to block, then we don't do anything. If they don't block, then we just play this T-Rex. Because they like very clearly don't want to flip this up. So we'll gain a little life. We'll very clearly have something to block with. Or if they don't attack and we're not blocking, then we can just attack with this thing. And none of their stuff really plays well into it. Got is a good blocker, but like now if we happen to Vane's Treachery like this. They have to double block. Or sorry, they have to block both the horrors because... Oh, I see. Alright, well they have a removal spell. That keeps them alive. Keeps them alive. That's good. I'm going to not play the Fang because now we have got 2 treasures. And they're going to have to be in chump block mode, which is going to turn this over. And it's just going to be a whole hullabaloo, sure. Now they've got a 3/2 and a world map. Yeah, we play our land. We're going to attack in. They're probably going to trade and not chump. They'll just go to 1 would be my guess. But then we're now going to have a 5/6. And we're going to get 4 more zombies. Yeah, it's pretty rough stuff for them. So here we're just going to need early game, which I don't think we have much else for. We could just play like an instant ramen, but I don't think that's particularly good. So we're going to ship it as it is. And even something like the Adamantoise could really give us, you know, the time that we need to make things good. Wow. There's a lot of stuff going on, but we don't have either of these two cards, and even if we draw land, we get to play like a Fang. That's not good enough, so let's ship it back. This playing on Swamp, this is going to play well. I think I'm down to get rid of the side quest for now. Play this on black. Castle Guard, sure. So the question is if they attack, do we block? I think the answer is yes, because the treasure token is like better. And then the next question is, do we just sacrifice our treasure token right away to put a Squall out? Otherwise, we can play a Kikirin Merchant, but that doesn't really change anything for next turn either. So let's play the Squall right now and like force them to have a removal spell. Otherwise, we can just get our Undercity Dire back. And then even if they remove this, or if they don't, we play our tap land, we play our Kikirin Merchant, and like go from there. Cypher, sure. Untap land, please. No. All right. So let's get in. I assume they chump like this. That's fine. Yep, we'll do this. Now they don't have any. They don't have any instant sorceries in their graveyard, so they're gonna have to get some, and then they'll be able to cast again. But even like an Vincent's Limb-Break or a Suplex, that doesn't really help us here because we can just double block. So they have a Sephiroth. That cannot be targeted. So I think we might just take 6. No blocks. Take your 6. I don't want to chump with this thing. And then we're going to Sephiroth their Cypher. And like we're in a little tough straits, but you know, we have the Adamantoise in hand. We have a Summon Shiva, which can help. A Weapons Vendor, sure. I wonder if they have like a Coral Sword in either hand or deck. Oh, they just had a Plains. That's probably good enough. Okay. Green Source is great, but I think we'll just play the Summon Shiva for now. Tap down the Gale Cat. And then because the Kikirin Merchant's a good blocker, we can get in for 4 with the Summon Shiva. The Persh's Wandering also able to then like surprise. We must have like a green. We have green black land. Yeah, so probably go get that down just because it comes into play tap. Plus double black I think is good for the. We've got side quest. We've got final days, and then also just like double casting spells. They're going to go. Oh, they're going to kill their own planes to thin the deck. Sure. I will trade Sandworm for Shiva. That's fine. Ultimisha, get in there. That's also good. Keeping lands. This one. So here's the thing. If we're going to. Towns don't really matter, do they? So what we can do, based on what I'm seeing here, is we can put the Swamp down. We play the tap land. We go get another Forest. That's almost enough to play the Adamantoise. All right, I'm down for that. Swamp in the bin. Keep the Gun and the Persh's Wandering. That also playing this lets us just draw a bunch of cards, right? Oh, okay, we're already kind of there. All right, Paladin's Arms and Gale Cat is now an official threat, dealing 3. This thing has reach? No, just Vigilance and takes all the damage. Okay. Going to... Alright, pitch both of these just to fill up the graveyard. They take their 4, that's fine. Oh, you know, we've got double blue and double black, and now we're going to have triple green. So if we Persh's Wandering, that's 8 cards that we can put in there. That's going to be pretty good. This thing can flip in the Ancient Adamantoise. That's going to be a good turn. We take 3, sure. go get a forest. Right? Forest? Yes. Forest. Put the counter here, I think. Yep, because this thing's likely going to get sacrificed at some point. Slash of light. Oh, yikes. All right, draw our land. Not a land. Okay. This does damage to us equals the number of equipped creatures. So we take 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And we would just need... All right, so we've got a bunch of sorceries, right? We've got Veins at instant, otherwise Resentful Revelation. All right, I think it means we have to... Perfect. Ship it up. Let's go. That was a very good last card from them. Very good last card. What can you do? All right, game 3. Looking for the win. Seeing if we can make things happen. We have no green sources, so unfortunately Torgal's not going to work out. Now we have 1 land. 2 lands here is fine. We're going to ship both blue cards. And ideally we don't have to do anything with this T-Rex sword, but looks like it's going to have to be that way unless they play something that we just absolutely have to... Veins like a Giat is probably good enough. Good enough for that, I think. And then just sort of hope that we draw another land. A blue one would be great. Gee, I guess make it work. That's fine. Paladin's Arms. Yep. We have a 3/2. In the face of our 1/4. Which will wear the counter on Perseus Wandering very well, I think. Unless, of course, it gets removed for some reason. Galacat. Yep, that's a good one. Okay. Now we're going to play the Lock Coal because this 3/2 is no longer really a threat because the equipment's likely going to get moved over. Probably by a merchant or vendors. What is a weapons vendor? Oh, Sandworm. Okay. Okay, that's fine. You know, I got half a brain just to take the red source now. I'm gonna do that. No attacks with the 5/4. It's good. I think we want to just randomly loot. Squall's never happening, so. Yeah, we did hit a blue source. And now Perseus Wandering actually also puts a counter on this thing, so. Or, sorry, gets us our 6th land in a town, so we can make that work. Yeah, that's fine. Play this. Bonk, bonk. I don't think there's a green-white land we can have. I mean, it exists, we just can't play it. And now that we don't have a Squall either, oh, there's still lightning, so we probably do go get that. I don't really know what we could get. Let's go look. Blue, white, green, black. We already have double black. I don't know if we really need that. So let's get blue and white. Or just getting a starting town. Maybe we do want the green, black. And just play the Balam T-Rex. Yep, that's fine. Yo, let's go. Gain the life. Put it out there. Really sort of gum up the ground. Galacat's the only real answer. We've got a Sephiroth in here and also summon Shiva to kind of help. We're playing a magic pot. Yep. You're coming in. Alright, well. Let her rip. 2 Ultimishas. Yikes. Zach Fair, sure. This is Monk's Fist going over to the Galacat, so we're going to take 4. If they want to attack all out, we're going to take a lot more than that, but it looks like they're not going to. Side quest. Yep, you got it. Oh, wait, we don't want to do that. We're going to play this Ultimisha. And Torgal is fine because we've got 8. Oh, okay. I was gonna say we've got 8 things in the yard, but they are keeping the yard at bay, which is good for us. Yep, that's fine. Dwarven Castle Guard, sure. Gonna attack with the Ultimecia. Sephiroth, sure. That's a good one. Yeah, this is fine. Get some stuff off the board. Also, unequip essentially the Paladin's Arms. We're going to end up playing Lightning and Side Quest, target the Gallicat. That's going to get rid of the Zac Fair. And then we can maybe do something special with this. Hold on, we've got 9 mana. Okay, so maybe we just play the Ultimecia now. And we can go like Side Quest plus Sephiroth next turn. And potentially just get him with a double. Right, like if we can end up doubling damage from lightning into Balam T-Rex, it's not enough, but we'll see. Yeah. Lightning plus Sephiroth being 5 life is a lot, so that's good. They also have to do something. Ah, dang, alright. Sure. So let's play the side quest first. Let's kill the Gallicat. Zac Fair. Yep. Now we destroy it. Game 2. Do I trade my Ultimecia? I think so. I think I'm trading this for the 3-2 and the 2M because they've got the magic pot, so like... Adamantoise, can we cast it? 1, 2. We cannot cast the Adamantoise. But I still think I'm going to put the final dates in the bin. Oh, we can cast it because the side quest is going to give us a treasure. Yep, final days goes, as expected. This goes here, and now I think having 20 more life is likely going to do well for us. Also, once the Adamantoise... Is this any creature dies? Just a creature and opponent control dies. If a creature under... Okay. Fair Wallace, sure. Yeah, if we play this, then that means we get to kind of attack with impunity with the Balam T-Rex, because even if they like block to kill it, then all the damage goes to the Ancient Adamantoise. And now if they just like attack or whatever all out, we survive with the Adamantoise, and then the two things together are lethal. So they're gonna have to chump. Just to start making treasures. Summon Shiva, Vanille. Both very good. Resentful Revelation is fine. Yep. Alright, Ultros. Let's attack with these two things. See what they do. They just chump. Oh yeah, it doesn't really work like that, buddy. So we're gonna get rid of these two things. And the Adamantoise takes 11. Ultros comes down. We make a treasure. It's looking to be pretty good. I have to wonder if they didn't have Magic Pot, they brought it in because we were playing the flashback spell and Ultimecia, and like it's just gonna be too much for them. Man, a realm sketching on like their Seafer would be pretty incredible. Or a second Adamantoise would also be really good. Yeah, yeah. Adamantoise takes 4. Vanilla. This is all one thing, right? Mill 2 cards and return a permanent. Alright, deal. So they can exile something right now, or like when it goes in the stack, but depending on what we do, like if we mill over a Fang, we can just pick up the Fang. We do not, so we can pick up anything we want. It's either Ultimecia or Lightning. I think it's probably Ultimecia because that's going to get us an extra turn when we get there, and we can Surveil now with the Fang. Yeah, that's going to be enough. So, looking good. Oh, you know what we can do is I suppose, right? Like if they're either taking a bunch or if they happen to kill this. These are all tap treasure tokens. Never mind. I was going to say then we can use those treasures on end step to flip over the Ultimecia, but can't do it. That's okay. We got there. That's the important part. Let's see if we can get there in round 2. All right, back for round 2. Seeing if we can 5-color our way to victory. Can't keep this, but this one is good enough. I think we're going to flip on this realm sketching so we don't have to go get a double blue. The Undercity helping us out here as well. Oops. Sorry about that, gamers. You know, and honestly, this thing's just really been good for us in this style of deck. Blocking early, looting if we need to, just putting things where we need them, and then cashing in for 5 cards. Or, excuse me, cashing in for 5 mana for 3 cards is usually about where I'm happy with things. If it gets cheaper than that, then that's incredible. No real reason to play the green source, I suppose, so we might just play this blue source into the Kikrin Merchant. Clive's Hideaway. Gamer, let's go. Love this guy. I've never been brave enough to put this in an actual draft deck yet, but we're on Towns. 2 towns from our opponent. Attack, attack, attack. No blocks. That's great. Now play our merchant, and I don't think there's any way that they can tap this down this turn. But also noticeably, Ultros, a legend. Clive's Hideaway, currently at 1. Kane, another legend. Okay, I think I'm down for that. Like, play a little Resentful Revelation, pick up a Torgal, that's fine. And then we can just jam the Torgal right away, which is good. Man, if they want to attack with Kane, I'm down. You can have your cards, I'll take my 2/4 that you eventually have to spend a removal spell on, you'll lose 2 life on the whole deal, and if we ever need to cash in for cards, then we can do that as well. Like, I am down. Sure, Adventurers Inn is another town. Town count 3, legend count 2. Attack with Kane. Yeah, you got it. Yep, yep, yep. One of the other ways that I would attack with Kane is if I have side quests, right? Because if I get the side quest, I can give them back the Kane. I then kill the Kane, and then my side quest flips over right away. So that feels like it's in a good spot. Vanille being a 4/3 also kind of huge here because of Torgal. But noticeably when they exile themselves, right? And this is a beast avatar in the back end. Kutrub Forayer. Okay, gonna exile Resentful Revelation. Sure, sure. And a mountain. Yep, also tracks. Yo, side quest. We literally just called it. So I guess we're gonna do it. Here you go. Have your dude back. And then we'll just side quest and kill him. So that way we don't get any more. And then I flip my thing. And now I've got a 5/6. That could make himself indestructible. Wow, those were 3 really good cards to draw. Even though they weren't no lands, so we missed our land drop. Squall, Ultimecia into SideQuest is woo, very good. We have enough to flip the Clive's Hideaway. Like, if we had a Clive's Hideaway ourselves, we've got 6 total legends in hand. Man, maybe we should have seen if we could pick one up. I know it's a rare, but, you know, this is the kind of thing where that happens. Right, this is the legend too? It's gotta be, right? Yeah. A dragon. Yasmat. What if that's supposed to be Tiamat, but just, like, not, you know, legally different than Tiamat? Sephiroth, sure. Are they gonna sacrifice something? Can't sacrifice a treasure for him, so it's gotta be one of the creatures. No sacrifice. Sephiroth, Mega Pixie. Okay, you got it. Is this just the first time? First human, okay. Pass, yep. And pass. Alright. We're gonna just jam a Squall here, because that also allows us to attack with Yasmat for 10. So they're gonna have tough go about it there. And then, I don't know, Ultros is kind of free, so we might just do that. We could sacrifice our treasures in order to play Ultimecia, but I don't think that's a good idea, because then we can't actually protect our Yasmat. But then we get an Ultimecia, plays well with Squall. I think we're gonna have to start putting them in a bit of the abyss here soon, as our attacks aren't very good unless we just attack with 1 and give it double strike. So I'm gonna do the 1 single thing that way. Yep, we do take our damage, but you know, I think that's probably fine. We want to also make sure they don't have very much ammo to just like sacrifice a bunch of stuff on their turn or whatever, kill the board, and then flip their Sephiroth. I think that's something that we're gonna hopefully try to avoid. What's this? We got something? No. Okay, nothing. Green mana in their Adventurers in deck. Love it. This, I think, is non-land permanence, yeah. Turn target permanent card. We could get back our land with this thing. Do we have anything that gives trample in this deck? No. No, I do not. Interesting to see if they attack with the Ilmag Pixie, because like you don't really want to be jumping with Ultros, also don't really want to be jumping with Sephiroth, but at the same time, like attacking with Ilmag Pixie seems like the case. Ultros taps down something. Is this permanence or is it creatures? It's gotta be creatures, right? 4 or more legendary creatures. Okay, so ring, great, but not going to count towards Clive's Hideaway. Squall is more powerful. Yasmat is more damage. Gonna tap down the Yasmat, sure. Oh, and then they can also just like pay the 2 mana to tap down the Squall as well. But like, I'll trade my Ultros for their Sephiroth. That's fine. Doesn't bother me. Are they gonna cast another spell? Are they gonna attack with a Pixie? Lots of questions here. They got lots of decisions to make in their sick legendaries deck. Or do they also have a Matoya for this Ilmag Pixie? No. Ah, look at this. Very cool. I think we're going to start with Ultros. Oh, sorry. Go to combat. You tap down this thing. You take your 1 damage. I then go to Ultros, attack. Yep. We've got 6 mana, and this is 7, so I think we're just going to play it. Draw our card because we played this one first, and then maybe even just scoop up like a land so that way we can keep this thing going. Take the 4. That's incredible. Very cool. More legends. Fang is a legend. That puts 4 on the battlefield, and then we're going to cast our 5th one with a 6th one in hand. This is great. More legends. Not a good look for Kane in this game. Sure. Right, Kayn was the thing that sort of spurred us into all this. I might loot away this Torgal. You know, the one that we have on the board is like kind of fine anyway. It's not particularly important. The second one, obviously dead in hand. What if they were going to bring Grandeur back? Okay. 2 mana, both green. Is it Chocobo Kick potentially? Three mana with 2 green. I don't know what this is about. Diamond Weapon. Yeah, sure, that's a good one. Yep, absolutely. Bunch of green mana. We might just cast this for no points, but tapping down the Diamond Weapon. But first, we probably meld here, I think, right? Sure. Yep, absolutely. Yep. Notably, they can also tap down one of our threats if we want to, but the Diamond Weapon pretty much holds down the fort. Gonna loot away the Torgal. Ancient Adamantoise. A very fun card. Yep. Alright, Trina goes here. Can't really attack with anything quite yet. I mean, this will get tapped down, right? I would assume. Vigilance Menace, Trample, Reach, Haste. Dies, destroy this, and then return something else from Grandeur to the battlefield. Yeah, that's fine. This only triggers their creatures, I think, right? Whenever another creature dies. It does trigger our creatures. Yeah. Marlborough, sure. Man, this kind of sucks. We're going to have to bin the Ultimecia just because the Ancient Adamantoise is that good. We hit 2 Swamps and a Perish's Wandering, so that's all fine, I think. Yep. Go to 8. My turn. Gone. Go to combat. Make them tap this thing down. I mean, they're going to be on... Is this legendary? It is legendary. Play the Adamantoise. And now we can, like, final days next turn to tap down their Diamond Weapon and, like, attack with a bunch of stuff. Keeker and Merchant also triggering Sephiroth is, like, not great, so we're going to have to make sure we do it on a turn where they're not going to be able to kill a bunch of other things. And I have to wonder if there's something in Standard to making a bunch of treasures with Albed Salvagers in play, and then, like, using those treasures to put out Ancient Adamantoise and then sacking the Adamantoise, and now you get, you know, a bunch of stuff. We don't have any reach, but it's kind of dependent on, you know, what they want to do with it. Okay. I will chump the the Dire City Rat. Yeah. Okay, we take 2 to the Adamantoise. But, like, they have to do it. What are they not going to do it? We're just going to try to avoid getting a... We're going to try to avoid Sephiroth flipping. Oh, Cute Rubforayer can't do this? Or they can do it. No, they can't. I'm sorry. Oh, they're mana short. Because of the ward. Yeah. Ward's going to get him here. He's got ward 3. Yeah. Unfortunate. But they do have... Oh, this taps for mana. Oh, they've got it. All right. Good for them. All right. 10 trapped treasure tokens. Down they go. Sure, sure. My turn. Yep. Okay. I have to wonder if maybe we just start with, like, killing Sephiroth. Sack of treasure. Now we final days. Tap down this thing. Now, is it good to just attack with the Ragnarok? I think it probably is, right? Give it double strike. It's got menace. They're gonna have to block with 2 things. And then in theory the follow-up is gonna be... The follow-up attack is gonna be lethal. Oh, we've also knocked them off of 2 lethal? Yeah. Oh, I see. Kain was the 4th one. We've knocked them off of Sephiroth, so... Yeah, this is good enough to kill both these things and deal 8 to their face. Because it has Trample and Double Strike because of Squall. Yeah. Depending on how we want to do things, we can also crack 5 treasures, or 4 treasures plus our Torgal for the Kikrin Merchant and draw 3 cards. I don't really know if there's going to be too much there. Sephiroth's Intervention, I suppose. But also just 4 mana cards, right? Like, we've got another Final Days. And so being able to tap down 2 things, right? Was this a flashback? It is 6 mana flashback, okay. Looking pretty good for us. Instant ramen, okay. Continuing on. Da, 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 da. Yeah, little Jace Chocobo. Alright, good enough for me. Gonna sacrifice this. Oh, it's only 3 treasures. Sure, plus 3 towns plus Torgal, yeah. Okay. Just like quadruple check that we're not gonna... No. Alright. Gonna tap down Ragnarok. Go to 4, which means if we attack... This has to be chomped, this has to be chomped. We attack this, this, and this. And like, they need... Oh, the +3. Oh, we should have attacked Torgal. Is that going to be okay? Block, block, block. Take 6. Ah, yeah. All right, well. That's what you get. Gamer? You can't do that. Gotta block the Squall. No, the Squall. Alright, well, it didn't matter anyway. Alright, we should have attacked with the Torgal there. I got a little nervous just because I didn't want to, like, get rid of everything, but so be it. Alright. We're back for more 5-color action. Man, this is heavily weighing on Torgal and a turn short, but I think we're still going to keep it. Because, like, any land really turns it on anyway. Okay, any other land, I suppose. Right, because now we don't have any black sources, and I was, you know, still half tempted to put that on black, but I think we just need to put it on green for Torgal and get that black source in there somewhere. Untap land! Yes. And so now we can probably go lock Coal and tap land into Squall. And just sort of go from there. Oh, yeah. No blocks. We'll take the 2. Yep, Thief's Knife is a good one. I will play my 3/4 lock Coal. Torgal is quite the fine hound here. Playing very well. Yeah, no real attacks for them, which is great. I will play my 4/5 Squall. There's summoned by Leviathan. No, they do not. Yes, let's go. Could have like an overkill, but if they would have done that, I mean, I'd have to imagine they just overkill the Lock Coal and draw a card with the Thief's Knife last turn anyway. So we're gonna get in double loot. Probably loot away this Kikirin Merchant and keep the Fang. Unless they just chump, which I'm also fine with. 12-point life swing feels very powerful here. And then also I mean, the craziest part about this is that Lock Coal is not even the most powerful thing on our board. Squall is very clearly that. They don't have an instant speed removal spell for it. I will pitch that because we need this black source. And we only need triple green. We already have double green, so like a Gone, the town there would be better. Yeah, and then this can go in the bin as well because flashback value. Cycle the Marlborough. Sure. See what opponent is up to over here. I think we saw 3 colorless lands from the last time. Ultimecia, great card. Two top, huh? Down she goes. Squall getting in. We get our forest back if he connects. Squall does not connect, but it does take off one of their tokens. And now we've got triple black, triple green, triple blue, triple white, and a single red source. Which is good. Ultros coming in, sure. Oh no, Xanarkand? I suppose they don't have a second green source anyway, so like they can't even play the Lasting Faith, but it always sucks to be putting that on the battlefield unless you've cast it. Sure, Sage's New Liths, yep, absolutely. Squall going in. I'm assuming they're gonna jump with something, and now we can play Summon Shiva to tap down the Ultros. Oh yeah, and then we also get a treasure token out of it. Sick. More legends. More legends. Diamond weapon, sure. Gonna tap that one down. Oh, sick. Tap this thing down. Attack with this. Precious Wandering, go get a red source, I think. They're going to take 10. We're also going to Vane's Treachery this to get another treasure token, so that way our side quest will flip. Whew. Feeling pretty good here. We got a bunch of lethal threats. Summon Shiva not gonna be around. These two are lethal on their own, and then these get like the extra bonus lethal if they connect with each other. Let's see what their last card is in hand. Retrieve the Esper. Decent card. Not gonna get it done here. We get to draw a card off for Summon Shiva. Oh yeah, absolutely. Doing great. Draw a card. Attack with 2 things. Jump how you want. And dead. Let's go! We're the best. See you gamers in round 3. All right, back for round 3. Seeing if we can finally make ourselves into a trophy. No good. Better. Probably going to pitch the Realm of Sketching and still play this on green for Torgal, and then also moving towards Ancient Adamantoise. Just kind of hoping that either A, we draw out of it, or B, well, yeah, that's fine. We've got black, so I'm going to play green here. So A, we draw out of it, or B, Final Days is enough to, you know, keep us moving. Ultros. Of course, we picked green. We could have picked blue and played this. White Mage's Staff, sure. Yep. Yeah, combat tutorial, sure. So then the question is do I just want to Sephiroth this? But probably not. I'm going to play the Final Days. We're going to take another 3, but then we can like double block and make sure we don't get blown out. Continue to develop our mana. Crystal Fragments, sure. And they are running light on actual threats. Holy cow. Yep. That's fine. I'm going to... I don't want to just vanilla for nothing, right? Like, there's a possibility that we don't hit a land. There's a possibility we don't hit a creature or anything. So, I'm going to sort of force them to equip the Crystal Fragment. Yeah, that's fine. See if they want to play anything else. They do not. We're going to Sephiroth, Intervention. They could have, like, a Magic Damper, but, I mean, now they've got to pay 4 more mana to put this stuff into play. Cargo ship, sure. Squall, okay. Looking for a blue-white land, I think, would be ideal. Lightning or a green source. I'm gonna take the green source because we can get lightning back with the Squall, and the more it also sits, you know, it's a creature that sits down here for this. And then finally, the more that we can end up getting towards Ancient Adamantoise, I think the more time we buy to do this other stuff. Ice Magic, sure. Pops that off, yep. Galacat, yep. That can crew this if it wants to. Precious Wandering lets us attack and keep things moving forward. Oh, no it doesn't. Alright. We're closing in on dead, I think. We're gonna need like either a white or a blue source. You like crew attack us for 8? That's not enough. But it is now. Yeah. No blue sources is kind of tough. No Precious Wandering. No. I mean, Fang was also fine. Saw our single removal spell and had to use it early because of the 2 combat tutorials, which means that our opponent drew a lot more cards than we did. Ah, we're at 1. All right. Well, draw a land. We hit a land. Ancient Adamantoise. Let's go. And it's dead. Good enough for government work. We have like an airship crash. No. Giganto doesn't get reach. I always thought it did. Alright, plan first. This is no good. This is fine with a Resentful Revelation. Gonna put the Adamantoise back and hope that we can get there with some lands. Yep. Playing a Zac Fair. Yep. Revelation gets us a land, a green source. No land. Alright, well then take one of our removal spells. And die. Ah, yeah. Not good. Not good. Okay, we're crewing. Interesting. Rook turret, sure. Alright, put this as a green source, I think. Combat tutorial, like no combat tutorials from our opponent means that things are a little bit easier, but like we don't have that much reach for this kind of stuff, so we're gonna have to either gain life back. I don't have a ton of life gain, I didn't think. Yeah, maybe not. We did hit our land. Which is gonna be good. Oh, we've got a lightning somewhere in the game. Okay, they can't do this. I think we're just gonna rook turret now. Oh, a laugh. Rude. Alright, well. Play this thing. Oh, and die. Right, crew this, and then we take 8 in the air. Edgar. Sure. Oh, if they happen to accidentally attack with Zac Fair, then we're good. But they do not, and we die. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we figured out of this deck, right? Like, it's going to go long, it's super greedy, and if it gets run over, then that's just kind of how it goes. So, no real surprises. Can't really say I'm surprised with this, but, yeah. I mean, sick deck, lots of fun. Not really sure if we could have changed anything based on what we saw. We could have gone into, like, red-blue early, but I like where we ended up. We were able to meld something. Ancient Adamantoids won us a game. Ultimecia won us a game. Lightning didn't really do a whole lot, but I do think it was probably still worth the splash, especially because it was so easy. We had like 6 sources for this thing. Just wasn't one of the cards that was necessary. One of the big keys, we were missing removal. We had 2 of these and 1 of these, and if these were like our removal spells, that would have been a much better. We saw some suplexes and chose not to take them just because red wasn't where we wanted to be, but maybe in hindsight that was going to be better for our 3rd match. But let me know what you thought. Let me know if I missed anything in the draft, and I will see you gang tomorrow. Cheers.